Obviously, Ulysses, when a team has a win like y'all had against Georgia, you probably would like to keep that momentum. But in the locker room, did y'all feel this was a perfect time for that bye to kind of rest up?
Yes, definitely. It was a perfect time for us to get a lot of rest. We had a lot of guys, banged up and stuff like that, but it definitely was a good use for guys to get rest and come back for this week.
Jordan Watkins said yesterday that basically you guys have treated every game since LSU as sort of like a playoff game. How has that mentality brought out the best in this group so far?
It just keeps us going each and every day because we know we got to take, one game at a time. We know every game is critical. And like Jay Watt kind of said, we're taking each game like it's a playoff. So we're just going to continue to just stack days and work hard in each and every day.
Lane made reference yesterday to Logan Diggs doing more in practice now than he has. Mm-hmm. What does he bring to the running back room? And if he's able to go, what does he bring to your team?
Obviously he's a big guy, so he brings a lot of power, running the ball and stuff like that. Because we got a lot of, finesse guys like me, but he definitely brings a lot of power in the running game.
On top of that, I think Jackson's led the team in rushing the past 2 games. What does he bring to the table when he's able to move like that?
He brings a lot of power, and he's definitely Dart to me he's a tough quarterback. When he's out scrambling like that, he gets a lot of yards, and I just enjoy it as well too.
I imagine you probably never felt fresher in week 13 or so than you have, I guess, right now. How's your body feeling? And is this, with the way the carries have been doled out, is it a little unusual, maybe feeling this good?
I mean, yeah, you could kind of say it's unusual, but at the same time, my body feel good. Each and every day I try to, go to treatment and get in the cold tub. So even though I am kind of a little banged up, I always find a way to, make myself feel good.
With Trey out this past month, these last 3 games, have you and the offense sensed that y'all have had to kind of evolve it with him not out there?
Yes, definitely. We've been going through a lot of stuff with a lot of players this year. It's just the next man up each and every time, and everybody has to be prepared and ready.
You've been lined up right behind them, especially during this stretch. What have you seen differently out of that offensive line? I know there was health or injuries, and then some guys are back, but have you seen other stuff kind of change throughout the stretch?
Those guys, I can say, in practice and stuff, they definitely have, pushed their limits and just went up with everything. They're definitely working hard and each and every day, and it's showing.
You one of those, when you have the week off and the team you're playing next week's playing, do you watch those games, or do you just kind of check out altogether?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I got to watch those games. I watch, my personnel. I got to watch each and every, specific player and see how they do things so I can be prepared and ready for this week.
It seemed like in the first half of the Georgia game you were really involved through in the air, kind of. Mm-hmm. Just how big was that for the offense, and do you think that could be a formula for success for you moving forward?
Yeah, most definitely, because, we worked through that, throughout the spring and fall and stuff like that, me running routes out of the backfield. It's definitely useful, and it's definitely, it works on a lot of teams. Thank y'all.